Morning. This is News Inside on Landslide News. It's a very friendly, beautiful atmosphere in the studio today. Ella has been making us laugh a lot. And Philip has been throwing some jabs, and all that. So why are you guys down looking as if you are too serious?
Because we just announced we're on air.
Philip, why are you looking too serious?
Well, that is your opinion.
Or bring the evidence. Okay.
Whatever that means.
Okay, he's making face this morning. I don't know what happened at home, whatever happened at home. But this is still News Inside on Landslide News. Our defectable Peter Obi has come out to tell us that he was misquoted in what he said about not wanting coalition or wanting coalition. That he didn't say that he doesn't want coalition. He said, but whatever coalition that may come up, there must be the consciousness that we are dealing with a people and the state called Nigeria. Philip, Peter Obi.
Thank you very much. The media are known for one thing. They cash on every news that will make them say. Yes, Obi did make a statement that he wouldn't want a coalition for the sake of power grabbing, but that the kind of coalition he wants is for the betterment of Nigeria, that he cares about the country they call Nigeria. So, after the backlash from the statement, he came out to clarify the end that, look, I haven't said, because he was misquoted, they said Obi said he does not want coalition because coalitions are for power grabbing. But he said, no, that's not what I said. What I said is this. I am for coalition, but the coalition it should be a coalition for a purpose, and that purpose should be for the good of Nigeria and Nigerians. Not coalition for power grabbing for those who coalited to grab the power and for the power they have grabbed. He said that's not the kind of coalition.
And they're misusing the power.
Exactly. So that is what is on the offering. And it tells you that Obi is a true leader. Irrespective of what you said about him, he will rather come and put the record straight. He doesn't feel offended, but rather he said, look, if this is the way you understand it, that's not what I meant. Because the problem we have in this world today is communication. Once there's a gap in communication, there's bound to be misconception and a negative action about to happen.
Yeah.
So, but as a leader who wants to lead the people, when that happens, you come to say those people who do not understand what you said, it's better is for you to make them understand what you are saying so that everyone can be on the same page. So it's clear now, if there were people who were willing to coalesce with Obi before that statement, and after the statement and the media had gone haywire to say that Obi doesn't want coalition, who had been having a rethink, I think with this clarification, they will understand clearly where Obi is going, that Obi is for coalition, but for
a positive coalition. Eli.
Yes, in addition to the explanation he has just given, Peter will be coming out to clarify the misunderstanding of his initial statement. I think it's a very nice step and a way good forward, because looking at it, he has made us to understand that even if you go into coalition, it's not going into it because he wants to become president or he must be the one that will stand as president. He will only go into it if the interest of whoever want to merge with him and some other group is not because one particular group or person there is interested in using that platform to achieve personal gain. Rather, anything they want to do, the first thing to put at mind first is the interest of the people, not to unite to be able to grab power. That shows purpose, that shows interest of the masses. Yeah. And I think it's a good thing that he came up to clarify people's misunderstanding of his statements.
Okay, Philip, let's talk about power grabbing, by politicians as a mean of saying that it's my turn. My turn, from what we know, can mean so many things. Is it my turn to govern? Is it my turn to set the record straight? Or is it my turn to fulfill destiny? Or my turn to just make sure that I get to the presidency? Because most of the time, the reason that some politicians are galvanizing towards themselves is because they feel that the present government is not beneficial to them.
Yes, you see, it's interesting. I listened to a video where former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, and former Minister of Transportation was addressing a forum where he said that the reason why politicians, he said politicians would do anything to stay in power. They will kill, they will maim, they will steal to remain in power.
Does that tell us that for the, I will let you continue. Does that suggest to us that for the more than 24 years or thereabout that he was there in power, is that what he did?
And he said, I've not finished, he said his poverty nature has made him to be with the politicians since he left the universities. And that, further confirm what you're saying. He has been with them. So, you see, when we were discussing the issue of Bala Muhammad and Wike, I did say that people who are friends, who know themselves too well, they do things together, they know what they do together. For a message to come to say that this is what politician does, it shows that he, as a politician of that magnitude and that length of time, is involved in the activities, self-indicting. And then coming to your question of, it's my turn. And you did, in your question, you did explain it could be your turn to fulfill destiny, it could be your turn to make things right, or it's your turn to take over the reins of power, just to show self-aggrandizement. So the question is, what kind of democracy do we have in Nigeria? That is where the clarification comes into being. If you remember, if I take your mind back to 2010, 2011, 2013, 2014, to the 2015 election, some persons felt Jonathan government was not doing well, and they came together and they formed a Progressive Congress, a coalition of the 5 political parties, the CPC, the ACN, who were the principal partners, the new PDP, the DPP, and ABGA. These are the 5 political parties that came together. People came from all the CPC and ACN.
Was there ABGA?
Yes, came en bloc. Rosado Korosha from ABGA.
Okay.
Why late state of Paris Wedo from
DPP?
So I can tell you the history of that. So that's what happened. That is why Erufai had come to say that when we came together to form this party, we have a different ideology to right the wrongs. But that has not come to be, and I can no longer remain with these people. So that was the coalition we have seen in this country. It didn't, give us any good result. That's why I'll be saying that, look, I am prepared to go for coalition. But my coalition will not be the experience we are having now. That kind of coalition. My coalition will be that the one that will come in and right the wrongs of this country. Like things are happening all over the world. Today, Donald Trump is, deporting people left, right, center. And when somebody mentioned it to us, I said, look, it is good for Africa and especially Nigeria. Let all the Nigerians that are running away from this country be deported back. When they don't have anywhere to run to,
they will develop their country.
They will fight to develop their country. They will not allow some few to hold them to ransom. So I am very, very much in support of Donald Trump. All the Nigerians that are there, both the medical doctor, whoever they are, they should be brought back.
That's if they are there illegally.
Yes. Whatever means they are there illegal. They should come back home.
They should come back home. All right. Power grabbing. That's Obi said, I am not for power grabbing. I am for the people of Nigeria. The Nigerians first. And like he said, we have seen APC for 8 years kept on telling us the reason we can't fly is because of PDP. I mean, you have all the powers now. You can still fly. And Obi said that's what he doesn't want.
Yeah, okay. Obi has said that is what he doesn't want. And we know that has been what has been the problem of the country. Like a question you asked him about the interest of my turn. You know the reason? One other reason, I think, is because you see a nobody occupying public office, and after spending time, he ends up becoming a very wealthy man in a society where the system does not want to know how you accumulate wealth. So it gives room for people to now feel that the moment they can occupy public office is now their time and turn to become rich without explanation. Having said that, when you don't have a plan on ground and you are giving power, you start looking for excuses. The PDP has always been the excuse the APC has been using. And I think that is simply because the APC itself do not have any program planned ahead for the development of the country. If not, how can you say you spent 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 8 years, you are still complaining about a man that had left office? Then why did you come into office? Did you just come into office to be looking for excuses? Because if you have plans, you could come to, okay, fine, if I feel that this morning, this mic that was meant for this program had been taken by you, and that is what is going to affect us. The moment I come into office and I have the authority, I should go back to you and ask and demand the refund. So I think our problem here is that most of the politicians go into office unprepared. Do you understand?
Just to grab power.
Just to grab power. So when this power is given to them, and they don't have anything or any plan to do anything for the people, and they want to now siphon their own money, they start looking for excuses, so they start blaming the people that left the office so that they can have a reason.
Philip, just some last words. We have His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. We have former Senate President Saraki. We have El-Rufai. And so many of the likes that, will I say, disgruntled with either PDP or APC. Do you think it would be a good coalition? I think with these likes, they may just try to want to grab power and not to give dividends of democracy.
Yes, you see, blessings, sometimes they are buried in broken pieces.
You said that yesterday.
I didn't say broken pieces, but
I know what you used yesterday. I'm as smart as you two.
So the thing is that people are bound to change. Life experience changes people. And people learn every day. You and I, because of the experience we have had, the things we wanted to do yesterday or we did yesterday, if we are given opportunity, we won't do them today. We may do them better. So these people, they are disgruntled with APC and PDP. They want to grab power. Yes, it might be true, because that's where my turn comes in. It might also be true that they are coming to right the wrong, because they've been in office one way at one time or the other.
Yes.
So they might be coming to say, we are going to right the wrong that we have made in the past. So, yeah, that's why Obi is saying, because we must narrate to Obi. Obi saying that the kind of coalition I want
is not just to grab power.
Is the one that will right the wrongs. So if, that's why I've always said it here, we need one good head.
Okay.
If all these people be whatever they are, and they meet with a good head, who is fair.
Good. I'm sure we'll soon start calling you one good head. Eli, just in 30 seconds, can we get a good coalition in 2026, 27?
With sincere heart, with sincere purpose, yes, we can.
Okay. Eli said, yes, we can. Philip said, just one good head. That's what we'll take away. And we hope Obi will be able to fit into this coalition. We'll be right back on News Insights.